when you are raised in church and you know what it is, I think a lot of us like to play church a lot of times.
We do.
And you go because your mom and daddy told you to, grandma and grandpa told you to. You learn the language. You learn what people want to hear, and you do that. And then all of a sudden one day it becomes real. And when it come real to me was when I realized there was a chance that I may never come home and see that family. And it was time to stop playing church.
Wow.
And so I got on my knees and I rededicated my life to God. And I asked him, I said, God, if you will bring me home so I can see my family once more. Because when I left, my mom and I wasn't, my dad had died when I was 8, and my mom and I wasn't seeing eye to eye. And I told her when I left, I said, I'm going in the Marine Corps to get away from you. I'll never be back. And they had called us, after we had got over there was some situations, and they had called us up, and we were going out to get on a helicopter to go to battle. And something told me, the tower, if you've seen an aircraft carrier, the tower is where all the main portion of the ship is, and you walk out on the flight deck. And we were going through that tower, and something said, if you don't get on your knees right now, you'll never come back. And I did just exactly what he said. I've joked with people since then and said, I held up an invasion while I rededicated my life to God. But it was that important to me. It was that real to me. The voice was just as though you and I are sitting here right now had said it. And I got on my knees and I rededicated my life to God. And we got on that helicopter and we went and did what we had to do. And I lost Marines that was under my care.
Amen.
Young Marines that didn't even know why they were there, other than they had dedicated their life to the Marine Corps and to the service of this country. And Elder Gwen, that's one of the reasons that I wanted to be here today, because I wanted everyone to see, to me, every name that's on this wall, every single name that's on this wall is important. And I'll tell you why. The people that dedicated their names that's on this wall, if we as Christians would dedicate our lives to God the way that these people did,
Speak, James.
then we wouldn't be in the situation we're in today. The world would not be where it is today. If we as Christians would can live, so that Elder Gwen can live. These names on this wall, they gave their life for this country. Is it too much to ask of us as Christians to give our life back to God? I find myself, as my walk has progressed with God, there's been numerous times when I've took my wallet out of my pocket and I've laid it down. I've took the picture of my wife and laid it down, my children, and laid it down. And I said, God, here it is. It's yours. There's not much in it, but everything that's here is yours. The picture of my wife, God, here she is. She means more to me than anything in the world, but I give her back to you. My children, I give them all back to God.